you just tell us how you're feeling right now?
I don't know. I can't say that I support my uncle and what he did because I don't. I love my uncle. He is my uncle. I'm going to always be for him. But at the same time, you have to understand that people have to be accountable for their actions. If we don't hold people accountable for the things that they do wrong, then people will continue to do wrong. You can't determine what's right or what's wrong based off of a blood relation. I love my uncle to death. I swear I do. But I will never be able to understand how he did something like this to Lauren. He loved Lauren and Lauren loved the life out of him. How he could take her life from her. I can never understand it.
Life always serves as a reminder of why it can be tough to trust people in general, but in this particular story, as you may have heard from the preceding clip, no one saw this catastrophe coming. The narrative begins when a woman, believing a stepfather would always look out for their daughter, gives her child her whole trust, not realizing she was endangering her own child in the process. Let's delve further into this case to see what ultimately caused 16-year-old Lauren Juma's life to end tragically. Before we begin this video, we would like to express our deepest sympathies to the family and friends who were severely affected by this horrible crime. We would also like to send condolences to Lauren's family and friends. Today's case takes us to Humble. Humble is a city located in Harris County, Texas. The city has a population of around 16,000 residents. Humble is situated in southeastern Texas, within the Houston metropolitan area, approximately 20 miles northeast of downtown Houston. The city of Humble was named after one of its founding members, Pleasant Smith Humble. It was originally established as a booming oil town in the early 20th century.
3.
Long live Lauren! Don't stop! Just work it out! Work it, Lauren! Work it out! Work it, Lauren! Work it out! Don't stop! Just work it out! Work it, Lauren! Work it out! Work it, Lauren! Work it out! Don't stop! Just work it out! We love you, Lauren!
December 21st, 2005, saw the birth of Lauren Mackenzie Juma in Houston, Texas. The Nimitz High School sophomore, who had recently joined the cheerleading squad, had lofty goals for the future, including a career in the Air Force. Lauren was a polite, intelligent girl who always had a grin on her face. She cherished butterflies, basketball, and drawing. Her mother gave her a huge teddy bear for Christmas 3 years ago. Having given him the name Ted, Lauren informed her elder sisters that he was only hers and they were not allowed to touch him. Lauren's mother, Lori Young, was happy with a 60-year-old man called Van Brisbon when they started dating 5 years ago. After 2 years, he moved in with Lauren and Lori. Lori seemed to love and trust Van, and they seemed to be happy. They were a happy family, with Van supposedly taking on the role of a father. Brisbane was adored by a few of Lori's family. However, a man with terrible intents is hidden beneath that loving father. And things started taking turn for the worst. When a young woman reported to 911 that her mother's boyfriend was holding her sister captive inside the house, deputies were made aware of the situation. At around 1 a.m. on Friday, deputies from the Harris County Constable's office arrived at the incident in the 20400 block of Canton Trace. Authorities said that after they arrived, they heard 2 gunshots, followed by yelling and another gunshot. A male emerged from the house very immediately after, according to the sheriff's office. Deputies said the 60-year-old suspect came out of the home and told them, "Do what you have to do." He was then taken into custody. At about 1 a.m, Karika Harmon, her older sister, and her mother Lori Young received a Facetime call from Juma, who informed them that Brisbane was in a room in the dark and that her mother needed to get him out. After Juma shouted that he was carrying a pistol, the conversation was cut off. Lauren's mother was out of town for work when the teen reached out to her, begging her to save her. Lauren was discovered dead from gunshot wounds inside. The only two people inside the residence at the time of the murder were Lauren and Brisbon. Lauren was discovered by deputies with her pants down to her knees and suffering from several gunshot wounds. Brisbon was nabbed by deputies with his pants also down. From the $1 million bond a probable cause court judge set for Brisbon following his arrest, the judge increased it to $2 million. The reason for the killing is still unknown.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Andy Sirota.
And I'm Lisa Hernandez. Van Brisbon is charged with murder and the death of Lauren Juma, a junior who attended Nimitz High School in Aldine ISD. Our Kathy Hernandez joining us live from downtown. What was decided in the courtroom this morning? Kathy?
Good morning. All of this went down just a few minutes ago, so we are working to get you all of this information. But what I can tell you right now, a judge increased his bond to $2 million. This while investigators are waiting results to determine if Van Brisbon sexually assaulted the victim before he killed her. 60-year-old Brisbon is charged with murder and the death of his stepdaughter, 16-year-old Laura Juma. He stood in court this morning wearing an orange jumpsuit. According to prosecutors, Lauren called her mom on Facetime Friday morning, saying he was standing inside her room in the dark and wanted her to tell him to get out, which she did. They say Lauren then screamed, "Mom, he has a gun," and then the call ended. When deputies arrived, they heard 2 gunshots. They took Brisbon into custody and found Lauren dead inside the home. Her father told us she wanted to join the military after high school and one day become a police officer. We talked to Brisbon's niece, who is here inside the courtroom and very emotional.
I don't know. I can't say that I support my uncle and what he did because I don't. I love my uncle. He is my uncle. I'm going to always be for him. But at the same time, you have to understand that people have to be accountable for their actions. If we don't hold people accountable for the things that they do wrong, then people will continue to do wrong. You can't determine what's right or what's wrong based off of a blood relation. I love my uncle to death. I swear I do. But I will never be able to understand how he did something like this to Lauren. He loved Lauren and Lauren loved the life out of him. How he could take her life from her, I can never understand it.
Very emotional moments there here at the courthouse. Again, a judge increased his bond to $2 million. This while they are awaiting results to see if he sexually assaulted the victim before he killed her. They say those charges could be upgraded to capital murder. Reporting live in downtown Houston, Kathy Hernandez, KPRC2 News.
Kathy, thank you. Now
But according to the evidence at the scene, authorities think she was raped before she was killed. The 16-year-old's future was bright, but sadly, it ended so abruptly and cruelly. Everyone who came into contact with Lauren adored her, and she will be missed for her gentle and caring heart. We hope her soul finds peace. If you would like to stay updated with this type of content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the following video.